Hey everyone, it's Warren with KLGadgetTV. So, Samsung has just unveiled the Galaxy S10 and pre-orders have been pretty positive so far, especially the S10 Plus. So if you have gotten yourself a S10, S10 Plus or S10e, then congrats, you have owned yourself a pretty good smartphone. Otherwise, if you're still hesitating whether you should buy a S10, S10 Plus or even S10e, this is why you should watch on today's video, because I'm going to share my thoughts whether or not if the Galaxy S10 is worth your money. So starting from the hardware, the S10 is obviously going to perform much better than its predecessor and even the Note 9 with the faster Exynos 9820 processor. So you get 8GB of RAM as standard, which is kind of an overkill, but it's nice. So you get 128GB of storage for the S10 and up to 512GB of internal storage for the S10 Plus. Now personally, I think the 128GB storage is definitely enough for most of you guys. For one, I think most customers will be pretty concerned about that front camera punch-hole cutout. Personally, I'm not really a fan of it, and I think it is even more obtrusive than the notch if you're using an app with a bright background. But that's the trend of smartphone displays these days, and I guess we'll just have to embrace it like we do as the notch last year, unless you want to deal with sliding mechanisms or pop-up cameras if you actually want to do it. But thankfully, rumors of Samsung removing the headphone jack isn't realized on the S10, and I guess a lot of customers will be very happy about that. So other improvements of the S10 that I really like is the larger 4100 mAh battery on the S10 Plus, an ultrasonic in-screen fingerprint reader that works much better than current existing solutions, reverse wireless charging on all the S10 models, an improved 10MP f1.9 camera that should take brighter selfies, and an ultra-wide-angle 16MP camera to complement the dual aperture camera that we have seen last year. Though that is a lot of upgrades as compared to the S9 last year, one thing that I wish Samsung could have added to the S10 is faster charging speeds. Because you know what, we have been seeing things like HUAWEI Supercharge and ONEPLUS's Warp Charging. They charge the phone really fast, and until today, the S10s are still using Samsung's 18-watt adaptive fast charging, which is kind of slow in today's standards, and you know, it is something that I got pretty frustrated when I'm using my Galaxy Note 9. So that is something that I hope Samsung could probably improve on its next flagship, like the Note 10. So is the S10 worth buying, or should you skip this round? Well, in my opinion, this is the best Galaxy S smartphone that Samsung has ever made, and I think it is a good upgrade for those who have been holding off their purchase since the Galaxy S7. And even for S9 users, I think the Galaxy S10 Plus is a solid upgrade option for you, even though it's just for that bigger battery size and that ultra-wide-angle camera. And finally, for those who still don't want to splurge over 3,000 ringgit for a new S10 or S10 Plus, there's the more affordable S10e, which comes with slightly lesser RAM at 6GB, and that's still pretty decent, and there is a slightly smaller display as well at 5.8 inches, and finally a smaller battery size, which I think we shouldn't be too worried about that because the hardware on the Galaxy S10e is actually pretty efficient. Forget everything else if you still don't want to upgrade to anything and still want to see how it compares to other devices. We still have last year's devices right here, which we will be comparing to when we receive our pre-order unit coming right up. So let us know what you want to know about the Galaxy S10 Plus in the comments down below that other reviews haven't covered it, and we'll be sure to work that out in our review. So that's pretty much for this video today. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned to KLGadgetTV for more tech videos coming right up. I'm Warren with KLGadgetTV, and I will see you in the next round.